Yeah, I first got involved with PPL. My first meeting was in 1997, and that was just after the performers' rights were introduced into the UK. And quite frankly, we didn't really know what to do and where we were. We had the performer organisations, which were kind of working, and I felt it obliged to try and get it working better. So we had some meetings with PPL to see where we were going. We met with some of the overseas CMOs as well, and that was interesting. They didn't really want to meet with us, didn't want to talk about it. They'd rather us not appear. And then we had 3 years of really doing nothing, and the performers not really getting much income, which was very frustrating for me. It all changed, of course, when Fran Neuro took over in 2000. And I had a series of meetings with Fran, and a number of key people got together, Fran, of course, myself. Glenn Barnum, who many of you knew, who's no longer with us, who was a driving force behind what we actually did. And we thought that initially, we just got to, shake each other up a bit and get the money for performers. So we kind of started a performer forum at PPL, Fran and us. We met every other week, I think, for a while. These are some of the most fiery meetings I've ever been involved in. I mean, my time at PPL as chair has been benign, it's been a joy. Those years before were very interesting and quite difficult at times. So we had vested interests on both sides. We had the labels who really wanted to keep what they had, and they had it since 1930 something. Why should they change? We had performers very suspicious of the labels, didn't want to get involved. And there was sort of me, Frank, Glenn in the middle, and lots of other people trying to bang heads together to bring them together. But it took 7 years. In 2007, we actually merged the performer organisations into that. After loads of meetings at PPL, lots of blood on the wall, lots of arguments, and finally we came up with a really good plan. Then we had to get it through the authorities. And I think Tom Hodge was here today, who oversaw our trip to what was then the Office of Fair Trading. Because we were creating a monopoly, in effect, out of all these other organisations. And we went there to tell them how good it was going to be. And they sort of were convinced. And we were telling the same to our own people, this is going to be all right. And some of them believed us, most didn't. But look, proof in the pudding. I mean, just what pieces the report pieces given, and you can see by the figures. It's been an incredible success, an incredible journey. I think one of the first things was to get suddenly we got the overseas CMOs taking us seriously. A lot of income that had been generated by UK performers had drifted away into various projects all over the world. Suddenly, we got the agreement through, we formed our international department, and that has been amazingly successful. Lawrence and Chloe and the team have done a really good job for all the performers in this country. So it's been a delight. So I've got lots of thank yous. I've got a little list here, I'm sure I don't forget anybody. So first of all, I want to thank the executive leadership team, PPL, for welcoming me, for making me part of the team. I just appeared sporadically as chair, not exec chair, just appearing, but I knew everything that was going on. They explained it all to me. There was nothing that anybody from outside PPL or within PPL or board members asked that I didn't know the answer to, because I had such a good relationship with that team. And I think that's great, and I hope Richard enjoys that as well. Thanks to the health department. It was great to meet you and your teams and to see how PPL actually works and understand that complicated organisation. And it's fantastic to see everybody doing such a wonderful job. And to the staff in general for making me feel welcome over my time here. I was kind of figure that, as Peter said, I've always been around, I've been around for 30 years, but suddenly, the last 10 years, I've kind of got this role, which was different to what I had before, and it was a great reception that I had. I want to thank the board in its various iterations over the last 10 years. We've had changing board members, they've all been fantastic. When you think where we came from, the problems we had before the merger, it's been remarkable how smooth the operation of PPL has been, and the goodwill around the board table. There are different vested interests, and sometimes they've reared their head at the board meeting. It's been my job to sort of calm that down and keep everybody on board, I suppose, and focused on the company. And I think that's what we generally done. It's my diplomacy skills which stretched at times, but we've really had a good time. Thank you particularly for the labels, with my background, accepting me as chair, and working with me and trusting me for the stuff we had to do. Thank you to all the various performer directors that we've had for developing what happened before the merger and the vision we had in 2007 when we came together. One of the great things about PPL is its performer board, and it's great that the labels have given the performer board the power to make decisions. Peter mentioned PPL giving. I mean, that's an issue that's discussed in detail in the performer board. PPL staff do lots of great work before it gets there, but the performer board has been fantastic, and it's a unique organisation among CMOs, I think, and it does have the autonomy it needs to talk about and develop performer issues. So, good luck to Richard taking over this role. It's been pretty incredible to actually go to this, and to be chair from 2016 has been remarkable. I've enjoyed every minute, and I will miss it. There's no doubt I'm going to miss everybody there. And thank you finally to Peter. Like I said, we've had a great relationship. Peter's been on some of the international stuff that I've done with him. I think he witnessed me upsetting the Japanese at one meeting. And I don't get touchy very often, but I got touchy with them about some issue. And then the chairman came and bowed a lot and gave an apology, which was a bit embarrassing. But then we had a drink and they were remarkable later on. We're joking, Japanese can be. So it's been good. So good luck to PPL in the future. Good luck to the industry in the future. It's fantastic. Like Peter said, I'm going to still be doing my international work. I've got 4 more years as president of the International Federation of Musicians. So I'll be round and about, overseeing performer issues. But I'll certainly be keeping an eye on PPL and the British music industry. So thank you all of you for your support. Thanks for supporting the company, and happy Christmas. Thank you.
We've got various things for John, but actually we're going to step into him to carry him home. But we have just got framed the words of Bread and Roses by Judy Collins, and a big thank you to Alison Wenham for helping us clear those properly with reservoir. So, no breaches, but yeah, hopefully that's something to take about.
Yeah, listen to that song, it's an American suffragette song. It takes me back to my roots. Thank you.
Thank you very much.